So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is midfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on. Back to throw. Green. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And finding the tight end Hooper. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
All right, and lost yardage.
A great return there of 22 yards. We say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, 63 yards. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
This is Kelly. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Off play action. Green. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's got some space here. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On the carry is Kelly. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 138 yards right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just what silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Green down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And here's Green on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That is incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Commanders' offense returning to the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Micah Parsons from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And my goodness, another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring.
For Dallas, they're a win away now from running the table here in the regular season. They moved to 16-0. Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Today, from MetLife,
two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. First score here this afternoon. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. This defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Isaiah Hodgins was his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Now they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
This is taken at the 10. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 79 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Kelly. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Now Kelly. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Kelly. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run up the gut with Kelly. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll go again with Kelly. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Bass on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26. A minute 52 to play until halftime. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 152 yards rushing for him as he... And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his whatever it was, he was not going to be denied. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least. They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Bass is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And they are nearing halftime with the Steelers out in front. Najee Harris with a couple of touchdowns there. From there, we head over to the Pacific Northwest, check on the Seahawks at home in Seattle. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Miles Sanders, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And his throw here is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hurts. Buying time to his left. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Barkley, inside handoff. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Throwing is Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now here come the Cowboys. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year, 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And New York set to take the field. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, Do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
Again, it's Kelly. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. A give up the middle to Kelly. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 198 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, even with a huge lead, he was looking for more points. Wanted the deep shot downfield. That one goes incomplete. Obviously, he wants to put more points on the board.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. A gain there of 21 yards. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Off the play fake. Gilbert. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Osa Odighizuwa able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They can now enjoy the final stages of this one. A very convincing win. I don't know what was said in the locker room, but whatever it was, it worked pretty well.
It certainly did, and it's probably a capper to everything that was said during the week because they go over every eventuality. I mean, you know how coaches are. They want to cover every minute detail all the way up to how much time does it take to walk from the locker room to the field, you name it. And when it all comes together and results in a victory, everyone feels pretty good about that.
Well, the I's were dotted, the T's were crossed in this one for them. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras...
Tonight, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Purdy off the play fake. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. They'll hand it off to Kelly. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A give. This is Kelly. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give that sack to the linebacker, Jayon Brown.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. And some room to roam now. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 59 yards. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going. That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Purdy. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd down. Here's an option right. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Purdy looking to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they...
There he goes left side. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Throwing here, Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And that one came close to hitting the big scoreboard up there as the fair catch is made inside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. On first down, it's Kelly. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. On second down, it's Kelly. Boy, 184 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. So we've come upon halftime here. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. Off play action. Gilbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. They'll go option to the short side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Ready, black, 95. It's just me and you. It's just me. Ready, go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Gilbert. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Gilbert on the move to his left. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
239 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They run with it. It's Khaled. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Purdy now to throw. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Pulled in at the 24. 35 yards that time on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And out now come the Cowboys. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open is Robinson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. Off the play fake. Gilbert. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing again on second down. Gilbert rolling to his right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Get some 9 yards and a first. The Cowboys will advance to the next round as we say thanks for watching and so long, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA
tonight. From AT&T.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Right to the air is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, it's Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. The punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now backed up to get this drive started. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And we talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they've played, though, this year, this is far and away the toughest one. If they find a way to win it, guess what the next one will be? The toughest one they've played. That's what happens when you have a perfect record on the line.
There he goes left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. He goes 86 yards there on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys have struck first in this NFC title game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down. And here's Hoffrichter now, the punter, as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run on 1st down. Kelly, and some room to maneuver. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you pick?
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Micah Parsons able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker Alex Anzalone. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. To this point, they've delivered.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. A check down here to Jones. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit there. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt. This is fielded at the 27. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Gilbert. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 44 yards. And the Cowboys have taken a 6-touchdown lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 42-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. This will be fielded at the 17. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Wow, 213 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Gilbert. This is caught. Touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On first down, Rodgers.
Incomplete.
Not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
Got lucky.
He's going to be taken down right.
He got lucky.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw is Rodgers. And this is going to be
Incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And it's not good.
Won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and they will remain well behind. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlep Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Gilbert throws right side, and that's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. To throw is Gilbert. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Kelly to try to punch it in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Their backs really against the wall now. We knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th.
I'll go with that one, I guess.
Now here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers.
He got lucky. He got lucky.
Gets him just a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Incomplete.
But it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync.
Come on. Come on. I want to get a sack. Come on.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been.
Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it NIT. That's fine. That's cool.
The Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43.
I'll take the NIT. That's okay.
Already decided, Charles. Let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap
I guess I go with the pass play.
as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that.
Okay.
Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays. And
You better run, my tight end.
Down the right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And it's good.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their
He
next
really
drive
didn't go that
underway.
far. That's a
They are
surprise.
just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message?
Whatever that
if you're a
word
coach
means,
for
but
the
okay.
final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
Any ideas of what y'all want to see next live?
Use that as
Let
ammo
me know in the
to
comments.
take a great look at that scoreboard, realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal, and never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling again.
no, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Incomplete.
Knocked away and incomplete.
that's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No dip, Sherlock Holmes. I'm trying to win, not lose.
And take it right at the 35.
Damn it.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy, nearly theirs. Their spot is in NFC.
Run, boys.
Oh, so close as they try to finish this one off. They're going to hurry back to the line now. This is Kellen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a first down pickup of 8. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one
Yeah.
obviously decided. Not sure
I'm gonna
they
get
needed
points
to
one
take
way
it,
or
but we'll
another.
take it with them.
That's not what I wanted.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game.
No dip, Sherlock.
And the kick is good.
Good.
So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And what
He's
a
ready
ride
for the
it
Super
has
Bowl.
been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in sports.
And what a way
Well,
to
no
get
dip,
there,
Sherlock
to go
Holmes.
the entire season and then play for the right to go to the Super Bowl and the right
No
to call
dip, I
themselves
blew them out.
NFC champs.
No wonder I'm going to the
Elation
Super
has to
Bowl.
abound.
And that does it for the conference championship.
Still can't believe my rushing was 347, but
We'll see you 2 weeks
whatever.
at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
let's go to the Super Bowl now. If it'll load. because I'm not part of the Pro Bowl again. And let's go beat these Raiders. I'm surprised they did a good season with them being 85 overall. That's just a surprise to me. Who's all in here? Who's all watching?
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 59.
Let's go. Y'all hype me up in the comments. Whoever's in here, I don't know who's in here. And I don't know if anybody can hear me.
It's the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah, in my home turf.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it will be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys.
Let's go. Oh Lord, I don't think I've ever gone through this. Can't even hear them talk. But okay. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. If y'all, can you hear me? Because I don't know if y'all can hear me. Cooper, can you hear me?
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go. It's Super Bowl 59. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Okay. Can y'all hype me up in the comments?
The Raiders set to go by their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now.
Hi.
He's dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl.
I have a feeling I'm about to get a sack on his ass.
They're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
Right to the air is Carr.
Incomplete.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. To give defensive credit,
Who has PlayStation or Xbox? Let me know in the comments.
Carr. And that is incomplete.
Everyone rolls into the Super Bowl saying, hey, I'm confident, I'll just do what I did before. But let's face it, you got to be wary of the jitters going into a big game like this. Super Bowl's unlike any other game you're going to play.
And now he's starting out 0 for 2. We'll see if he can rebound.
4 and 5, about to give me my ball back.
Clearly short of the first by a few yards. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. This is taken at the 15.
You better run, boy. Well, I'm okay with that.
No doubt, but it's brought down after a huge return there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
boy, run, run, boy, run, run, boy, run. Touchdown.
Cowboys with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. The extra point by Bass, up and good.
Thanks,
And that
bud.
makes the score 7-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Come on, get him. Incomplete.
Behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
They'll find his tight end. That's
Got him.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3-and-out.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Carr. Under pressure.
So,
Down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud, Charles Davis, as always.
Incomplete.
With you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It's away, and it's a high kick here, but not high enough to hit the scoreboard here in Dallas. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
come on, let's go, let's go, let's
Here's
go.
Gilbert. Steps away. He's got a man complete.
Run, boy, run, boy, one boy.
Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 77 yards. And the Cowboys continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
sacked.
Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole down to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be taken at the 13. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Hello.
Dallas
How are you?
set for this next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll go again with Kelly. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd and 7, Gilbert. He'll fire deep downfield.
Go, boy, go, boy, go. Touchdown.
Inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, his second touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Cowboys are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from C.D. Lamb. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we'll see
Run, boy, run.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's out just
Awesome.
shy of the 40.
I have Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War and World War II.
Out comes
I had
C.D.
Modern
Lamb
Warfare
and the
3
rest
for
of
like 2
Dallas
to 3
offense.
weeks,
Not
but
a bad day at the office
I had to
there.
give it
Maybe
back
you
to
would like
somebody
the
that I
catch
was
number to
borrowing
go
it
up a
from,
little bit,
so.
but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Run, boy, run. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb with his 3rd touchdown.
And I do play Fortnite.
And the Cowboys are starting
What game system do you have? Do you have PlayStation or Xbox?
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Look in my description and you can add me on PlayStation on my main account. If you want to, it's up to you. But I do Cold War. I think that's the next live I'm gonna do here soon.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
I'm gonna be going for 2 hours. Damn.
Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
If you give me a second, I'll put my PlayStation name in the comments or the chat.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right?
Okay.
Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this
So close on an intercepted.
Let's face it, and bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Throwing his car on 3rd down.
Incomplete.
But a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on the play.
Yeah.
This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
I play a lot more Fortnite than anything.
Backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far in 2nd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now they're in the hurry up. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Off play action. Gilbert. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Gilbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And this
Touchdown.
For a Cowboy touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Cowboys are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense
possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are trying. They know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And quickly they get to the line. Again, it's Kelly.
be honest, I don't know.
They'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. To throw is Green. Back to the air on second down. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Green. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner is giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
First and goal, Kelly. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. And they'll try again down here with Kelly. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 21-0 our score after 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Green on 1st and 10. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Green now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
To throw is Green. To throw on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Brian Robinson out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Green to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now this offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give. This is Kelly. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Kelly. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 163 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Off the play fake. Gilbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. In the early window, lots of good matchups to choose from. We'll highlight the game in Detroit, a big one for the Lions as they get set to host the Philadelphia Eagles. Good games in the late afternoon as well. We'll stay out east and highlight the matchup at MetLife Stadium, where it'll be the Giants taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. And then finally, the national game on Sunday night. It's a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answers, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them, so what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 74 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of the first half, so where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, electrics are made, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On third down, Robinson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Green throwing on first down. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Green toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Looking to throw. Green throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a
half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On third down, Green. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Gilbert. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, Gilbert. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. It has been quite a display here in the opening game of the new season. And really, they're putting the rest of the NFL on notice. They are going to be title contenders as now they look to finish things off in the 4th quarter. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Bass on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Back to throw. the sack. It'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun. Green. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Green. And now here is another interception. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it. We're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Cowboys, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Day. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fake here on first down. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. 10. Touchdown. Cowboys. C.D. Lamb with career touchdown number 75. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because
this is caught at the 20. Touchdown. C.D. Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 5. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Look, there is a certainty in this game. We know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws in a double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get one.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Gilbert's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches tell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy and let him go to work.
That almost felt like sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off play action, Gilbert. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag. Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Gilbert's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 22 yards there, a first down. Kelly on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Gilbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hicks. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Finding Tolbert here over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. That time a 6-play drive. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 7. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. The Cowboy offense is going to head out now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Off the play fake, Gilbert. That is caught by Lamb. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
That he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll throw now on the final play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, and it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Chris Olave, a touchdown reception. From there, we stay in the AFC East. We head to Buffalo to see what's happening with the Bills, and they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who have the lead in that one at halftime. Teddy Bridgewater with a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Pulls it in at the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run with it. It's Kelly. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll go again with Kelly. They find some open field here. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys just continue to roll. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Right back to him on 1st down. 80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Again, it's Kelly. And he's got some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They run up the gut with Kelly. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll give up the middle to Kelly. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run with Kelly. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Kelly will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. What a game it's been for him in the backfield, Charles, as he pounds it into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, and he hits the end zone one more time, and his blockers cleared all those lanes. Before the snap, they called for the heavy unit, right? 3 tight ends coming on the field, and they got the job done clearing the way.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And now here come the Cowboys. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast because this game, well decided a long time ago.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. This is Kelly. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. This is Kelly. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, Gilbert. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So for Dallas, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And another road date awaits them next.